Hello again, guys, and in case you didn't know, I'm getting married. What? All these little bits, I gotta pick them up before he starts moaning. Just in case you couldn't see it before, here she is, my little dazzler. Bling, 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 bling. Yes, I am getting married in under a year, so we need to plan. There is a lot to do and I have not even started. Don't stress me out. No, joking. No, there's a lot to do, but I just wanted to basically say welcome to the wedding vlogs. This is going to be jam-packed with guest lists, annoying guests and how to deal with them, catering, vegans, and all the stuff in between, like the dresses, the bridesmaids, the blah blah blah. There's loads, so stay with me, and I really do hope I can help any other brides out there that need some recommendations or tips and tricks and whatever to help them along the way as well. So let's get started. Hey. I started with 3 big questions, massive. When, where, and how many? So let's start with the first one. When are we getting married? When? Okay, so I discussed with my partner again, and we both love the month October. Not only because it's autumn, I love autumn. The colours are just, oh, gorgeous. Oranges and reds and browns. I love the autumn colours. It's just before Halloween and I love Halloween. It's not too hot, kind of not too cold weather. So it was just ideal. I think October was just perfect for us. And again, it's got all the autumn colours. It's like we both love that month. Yeah, so October, it was quite an easy decision to make, to be fair. October. Just as soon as you say when are you getting married, October. Just rolls off the tongue, kind of. Now the number landed into our lap because my partner's lucky number is 22. It's 2022. And what do you know? God placed 22 on a Saturday in October. So, boom. When God gives you signs, take them. 22, 10, 22, that's a date. Boom. So it was easy as that. If I was you and October weren't really a month for me, or I didn't like it, blah, 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 I would definitely consider weather conditions. Consider school holidays if you're having kids at the wedding. I would just say the main thing about when is obviously the season. So as a few of you might know, I am originally from Birmingham, United Kingdom, and my partner is from London, where we currently live, London, UK. So I was struggling to begin with. I didn't want all my Birmingham family to have to travel 2.5 hours down to London on the train or in a car, whatever. Well, to be fair, in a train it's 1 hour 25, just saying. Train line. But I also didn't want my new London family to travel all the way to Birmingham. Like, it's not round the corner. So I thought, what's in the middle? Maybe they can meet in the middle. So at least they're both travelling, but they're both travelling at the same time. So I wanted to find somewhere that was smack bang in the middle. What is there? I have no idea. I'm rubbish at geography, so I had to do a bit of research. So I've done my research, I know what's in the middle, and there's places like Oxfordshire, banging, Bedfordshire, Milton Keynes, Northampton. There's another place called Bicester, that's in the middle as well. There was also Hertfordshire, or is it Hereford? All these names I've never really even come across or never really heard of. I love to travel, don't get me wrong, but I travel long distance flights, Jamaica, America, Canada, you know, Bali, Mauritius, Philippines. I don't really go to England. I don't travel in, and that is so bad. That is really bad when I think about it, because I'm actually from here and there are so many beautiful places in the UK that I would love to go and visit. So I needed to get quick, sharp and up to date with what was in the middle, and I did. Again, I've done my research, but I still don't know where Bicester, or even how you say it, Bicester, Bicester, I don't know. Okay, so I had all the counties narrowed down to about 7, I think. I then tried to whittle it down to about 5, but again, in the back of my mind, I always really wanted Oxfordshire, because there's so much history there. I hear the people are nice. I don't know. The food, I don't know. Either way, Oxfordshire just sounds really. Ooh, Oxford. Where are you getting married? Oxford. Ooh. You know, do you know what I mean? So it's just one of those ones. So yeah, I think we settled on Oxford. I don't think my partner was that bothered, to be honest. I think it was more about the distance for relatives. But because Oxfordshire is such a big county, there's an hour and a half difference from Birmingham and an hour and a half to an hour and 40 from London, so it was just perfect. So we just decided on that. But I would highly recommend that be one of your 3 big questions, is where. It doesn't have to be a definite, you don't have to decide then and there, but at least have something in your mind of whereabouts you want it, or have like an idea, I would say. Let's move on to our 3rd and final one, which is how many. I added how many into my top 3 because my family is huge. Typical Caribbean family, everyone still talks to everyone, everyone's related. I've got aunties and uncles that I didn't even know were aunties and uncles, and found out 20 years later they're not even my auntie or uncle, they're just a friend, you know. So it's one of those ones. We have a big family. My partner again has an even bigger family, so you know this is going to be a big wedding, which equals what? Big money. Exactly. So that is a whole nother episode where we talk about budget, because that plays a massive factor into anybody's wedding. So with the guest list, we tried to narrow it down to 500, and that was just crazy. So we narrowed it down again to 300. Again, still quite crazy, but it was hard. It was really hard. I ideally wanted 120 people in our family. No, there would be a lot of upset and a lot of less presents. Hello. So we came to the conclusion and stuck to the 300. Now, this doesn't mean that we're feeding 300 people. This just means that 300 people will be there. So 200 people will be fed, including us, and 100 people will be coming to the evening reception, where it will be like a buffet kind of menu and things like that. Again, I feel like 300 was a nice number for us personally, because presents, monies, hello. And I'm really joking, I'm not. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to narrow down your guest list. 1, maybe consider having no kids. Now, I need kids because 1, I love them. And when I was a child, I absolutely loved weddings, and I just can't imagine my childhood without a wedding. So I think kids coming to my wedding, that'll be in their childhood memories. I love that. And 2, there's a lot of kids in my family that I would feel really weird if they weren't at my wedding, like Lige Pops, my nephew, for instance, and my other nephew, Pudding Pop. He needs to be there. They both need to be there. So no kids was not an option for us, but I would definitely recommend it to someone that maybe doesn't have as many kids in their family. Maybe that's an option for you as well. Another option is blame it on COVID. Blame it on COVID. Why not? because to be fair, we're still in COVID restricted times. I'm pretty sure your guests will understand if you say due to restrictions, blah, 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 blah. Try it, you never know, because it's not like you're lying. We are still in COVID times, really. Another option was, I said this to my partner, have you spoken to this person in 4 years? Because if you haven't, why are you feeding them? Why are they coming to your wedding? Because I guarantee they're going to come to your wedding, fill up their belly, and then you're never going to hear from them for another 4 years. So what's the point? You know, I know a lot of in a lot of black cultures and different families, you are required to invite that one uncle that you really don't want to, but you have to because grandma will go mad. I hear ya, I hear ya. Again, granny, COVID times, we can't invite Uncle Beresford. I'm sorry, she'll get over it. Telling people that it's an intimate occasion, where it's just closest family to consider when dealing with annoying family guests. Oh my god. I also have a few tips for guests that are not happy, because there will be guests that aren't happy. There'll be guests that aren't happy with the day that you've chosen. You know what you say to them? Are you paying? Are you paying? There's going to be guests that are upset that you didn't allow them to invite their partner that they've met 2 weeks ago on Tinder. Are you paying? Is your partner paying? Is Tinder paying? No. There's going to be upset guests as well, from especially family. I have quite a few of them already that just presume that you're going to invite them and their 27 kids. I didn't ask you to have 27 kids. I'm not feeding you 27 kids. I didn't sign up for this. So, are you paying? No. Are you paying? Are you paying? Yes, so those are my tips on guest lists and my 3 big questions to ask just after you get engaged and all the partying settled down. Oh. But yeah, if you've got any comments, please comment below. Don't forget to subscribe. And again, thank you so much for visiting the wedding vlogs. There'll be many more to come. Thank you so much. You are beautiful. Have a lovely day. And I'm gonna leave you with a bonus tip. This bonus tip is a good one, okay? So my mom gave me the idea of sending an invitation with a select number on, so they can decide who's coming to represent their family instead of you having to decide. Boom. Bet you wish you thought of it first. Well, let me just tell you how I'm going to do this, right? Let me give you an example. So my grandma's brother, uncle, we are very close. He has 5 kids that are my mum's and her siblings' first cousins, obviously, and then they have kids which are technically my second cousins, but my second cousins all have kids as well. So that's at least a family of what, 55 I think it was. I'm not inviting 55 people. I'm sorry, I love you all, but no. So I will be sending them an invitation and giving them 9 lines or boxes of the people that they're gonna bring to the wedding. So I've invited uncle and auntie, and then invited an extra 8. I say 9, but it'll be an extra 8 because the tables will be tables of 10. I don't want tables bigger than 10 people. It just becomes too clustered. I want people to feel free, and the tables will be quite big. So I could be being naive, but I don't know. I've just got it in my head that I want people at a table of 10, just 10, that's it. So I've invited uncle and auntie, and then plus 8. And then they can decide out of those 54 people who come. Boom! And then they can come with the other 30, 40 people's presents. Perfect!